Hello, peoples. How are you? If anyone is here yet, I think maybe someone's here. But yeah, welcome to the stream. We're not going to dilly-dally too much. The Sony State of Play begins in just a couple of minutes, so we're just going to be switching over to that now, I guess. Let's do that. Okay, here we go. So, welcome to the stream. Being a bit abrupt because I was just finished eating up. I didn't have much time to get something to eat before we started the Sony State of Play. And, you know, like the setup time as well. But here we are, just in time. Let me just full screen this. We don't need to see the chat. We never need to see the chat. Wait. Anyways, I hope you're all feeling good. I'm feeling fine. So, here is yet another Sony State of Play. And I don't know, lowered expectations. Apparently it's a 40-minute presentation. There could be some good stuff in here, but I've said this time and again, both on stream and off stream. But when a Nintendo Direct happens, it's like the biggest ever event for me. It's like something special because, you know, Nintendo always has something in their pocket that they're going to be showing, like, you know, the one last thing kind of stuff. But when Sony and Microsoft and like other companies do presentations, it doesn't quite give me the same vibe. It's like, yeah, there's going to be game announcements, but usually not a lot of it's really going to vibe with me as much. I don't know, maybe it's just a me thing. Maybe I'm just a Nintendron, as the kids say, but, you know, I like Nintendo stuff. But I'll check it out anyway, maybe we'll get a couple good stuff here. Let me turn this up a little bit. I imagine it's a bit quiet. Alright. I got myself a carton of OJ. I'm drinking a lot of orange juice lately. I mostly am a soda person, but I did get some orange juice. Trying something different, I guess, mixing it up. Okay, no surprises there, opening up with Monster Hunter Wilds. I mean, it's not like this game comes out in less than 2 weeks or anything. I didn't play the open beta that happened recently, but I think there's going to be another open beta between now and the game's launch, like this weekend. So, I may give it a try then. Like, I think the upcoming beta includes PC, and it does have crossplay, so I would like to give that a try just to see how well the game runs on my, you know, RTX 4070 Ti. Because I did play the original beta from last year on the PlayStation 5, and while the game looks good, it still kind of runs at a bit of a stuttery 30 FPS, like it's not perfect in terms of performance. So yeah, I'll see what happens with that.
Stand witness to how its existence unfolds.
Chat, if you didn't have this music in the background and you just shown me this trailer with no audio and told me it was the newest Final Fantasy game, it was Final Fantasy 17, I would believe you. Is this the latest summon? Is this Bahamut? Oh, I remember this thing from Monster Hunter Rise. I'm not a big Monster Hunter person, but I remember playing the beta for that, like the demo back in the day. I remember the Bubble Dragon.
皆さんこんにちは。モンスターハンターワイルズプロデューサーの辻本です。無料タイトルアップデート第1弾の追加モンスターとして玉三つが決定いたしました。
You know they're gonna be supporting this game for years, for many, many years.
詳細は改めてお知らせしたいと思っております。本作は発売後に
that they'll be adding small updates incrementally for the first like year or so, and then like the second year there's going to be a huge expansion that's like $40. You do this with every game.
皆様に楽しんでいただけることを心よりお待ちしております。本日の発表は以上となります。
I've never been able to truly get into Monster Hunter. I want to, but there's a couple barriers to entry for me. More so psychological barriers. It's like the inventory management in between missions, like, really scares me away from playing it. Oh shit! Shinobi! Oh wow! This was that game that was shown at the Game Awards back in 2022. Or 2023, I forgot what year it was, like at least 2 years ago. Alright, well, here's one of Sega's new Sega games that's not Sonic. This looks good. Like, I love Revenge of Shinobi and Shinobi 3 on the Sega Genesis. Just call this one Shinobi 4, please.
Each weapon a tool, each tool a part of the whole.
Like, I know there was one on the DS, but I think that was kind of a reboot. 3DS, sorry.
The legend continues.
Shinobi Art of Vengeance. Coming out August. Yeah, that may be a day one for me. God, I need to play Revenge of Shinobi and Shinobi 3 again. Like, those two games are, like, top-tier Genesis action games. What is this? Oh wait, is this that Sega and Sonic racing game? It is. Yeah. I hope it's better than the last one. Like, Sonic Team Racing, I didn't like it too much. Ooh, look at that bitrate getting crushed there. Sony, get someone on your back end to raise the bitrate. I don't think you're making this look as good as possible. So the gimmick of this one appears to be like going into different universes mid-race. Which, you know what, I'm all down for that. You can even raid boards. Sonic Raiders, it's back. Okay, you know what? This may be the true sequel to Sonic and Sega Racing All-Stars Transformed that I've been waiting for. Like, Sonic Team Racing did not do it for me, but Transformed was phenomenally good for a Mario Kart clone. And it seems like they're going back to the one person per car thing. It's not like, oh, you have to work with other racers to, like, come and join first or some shit like that. I don't know, I didn't like how Team Sonic Racing worked. It was kind of weird, but not the good kind of weird. You know, like Double Dash.
Break free. Become unbound from the laws that govern reality.
Let me turn this up a little bit.
To turn the gears of time once again.
Is this the new Tales of game? It said Bandai Namco.
Apocalypse looms over parallel worlds. As their fates
Actually, no, I
begin
don't
to
think this is a Tales of
intertwine.
game.
The battle to alter destiny begins. Embark on a journey alongside gods, heroes, and monsters of bygone eras. The anomaly.
Is this based off of an anime? I cannot
known
tell.
as Digimon.
Oh, okay, well there you go, there's your answer. It's an open world Digimon game? I think.
Seize the future
Maybe not open world, but it's a JRPG, it looks like.
together.
I gotta be honest with you, chat, I've never got into the Digimon franchise,
Transcends time.
but I'm not opposed to it. I'd always be down to check it out at some point. Problem is, I don't know where I would begin with that. All I know about Digimon is that there was a cartoon back in the 90s, and I used to think that Digimon copied Pokemon when in fact it was the opposite way around. Digimon! Digital Monster! Digimon are the champions! Like, remember that shit?
与丰富多样的世界设计，玩家将在各具风格的场景中探索，面对充满个性的敌人，同时与有趣的角色互动，逐步揭开精彩的故事。接下来，我非常激动地向大家展示全新的游戏预告，并正式确认游戏的发布日期。
China Hero Project.
I keep having the same dream. A horrible dream.
I was more of a Beyblade
Where
person.
monsters
Fair enough.
invade our world. A powerful being.
Also,
falls
if
in
the thing
sky.
changed, I'm sorry about that. I'm
And
fixing
when
it now.
seems they might vanquish
Or
the
trying to.
invaders,
Uh-oh.
the dream ends.
Wait.
Is this really
You guys
just
can
a
still
dream?
see the screen share,
My
right? Like
only
the
hope
game, the
lies with
trailer.
you.
Oh, you can still see that, right? Good. Sorry, I had a bit of a flip there. I fixed it.
Come, Kaiser. We will travel across worlds, leap through dimensions.
Don't worry, I was doing some back-end stuff and I accidentally fucked something up on my end. It didn't fuck up with your thing, so it's good.
I see great power within you, a destiny waiting to be fulfilled. Let
Oh, what is going on?
me be your
Oh, there we go.
vengeance. The blade in your hand.
I thought my internet was acting up, but no, I'm not dropping any frames. I recently upgraded to brand new internet, like this past week, chat. Almost 1 gigabit download and upload.
You never wanted to be a hero. But for humanity's sake, you must.
Then give me your power, Arena.
Alrighty.
Hi everyone, I'm Sean Benson. We've got several updates today from partners around the world, starting with news from the Like a Dragon series.
The pirate game?
First
Yeah.
up, a playable demo of Like a Dragon, Pirate Yakuza in Hawaii arrives on PS5 this Friday. Players
I
can
really
try out
need to
2
get
battle
back into the
styles,
Yakuza
including
/ Like a Dragon
Goromachiba's
franchise.
new Sidon style, as well as engage in naval battles.
I've actually
on Pirates
been
Coliseum.
gradually trying to buy every game in the series in the background. Like, I recently picked up Like a Dragon Ishin for like 15 bucks.
Sega and Mint Rocket joined forces in Ichiban's Holiday, a new crossover DLC coming to Dave the Diver.
Oh,
Ichiban Kasuga and
okay
other Like a
then.
Dragon characters team up to thwart a gang of troublemakers in classic beat-em-up style, all while perfecting new recipes at Bancho Sushi. Dave the Diver Ichiban's Holiday arrives this April on PS5 and PS4.
I never thought David Diver would do a crossover with Like a Dragon, but yet here we are.
2 Alpha begins February 27th
Oh,
on
hey,
PS5.
Splitgate. I'd be down
Use
for checking
portals
that
and
out.
futuristic physics to dominate the arena. and
Yeah, this
play a
game is
new
basically
24-player
Halo
mode
meets
where
Portal.
3 teams compete on a massive map.
Hopefully the support for it lasts. Hopefully it's a decent game.
Ladies
Like, I
and
think it's made
gentlemen,
by a
my
smaller
name
indie studio.
is Paul Heyman. I'm here to give you an exclusive first look in the future of the WWE 2K franchise. Introducing the Island.
What time you playing UFO 50? I'd say in about 30 minutes or so. Like, that's how long this presentation goes on for.
Quests, live events, and shops with up to 50 other players at a time. The Island also offers deep customization, giving players the chance to personalize their My Superstars like never before. As the first of its kind for the franchise, the Island is not just an addition, it's a bold step toward the future. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen.
Okay then. I will do UFO 50 soon enough. Yeah, come back in like half an hour. I should be doing it by then. Also, I'm not really a wrestling person, so I don't really have any comments about that one. Borderlands, alright.
Sup? I'm Randy from Gearbox.
And I'm Randy from Gearbox.
And you know why we're here? We're here for you. Are you ready? It's 2025, and every day we are getting closer to the launch of Borderlands
Why is it
4.
that every time I see Randy Pitchford on the screen, he continues to look more and more unhinged? Like, you ever get that vibe when you look at him? I don't know. Like, because I saw him at the Game Awards and I had that exact feeling. Do people still care about Borderlands? I know a few people who still care about Borderlands. I'm not one of them. I've never gotten into the franchise. You know what the sad reality is, though? It definitely fills a gap in the market that I feel is largely unfulfilled in many ways. Like, think about Destiny 2. Like, that game, it's fine, but it's got a lot of problems from what I've heard. And I feel like this game can fill the gap that that game cannot. Oh, so I just realised that was DMCA, so I'm probably gonna have to mute all that later. Oops. Why did these company presentations always put copyrighted music in their trailers? Like, seriously, stop doing that.
We're diving deep, you guys. Join us.
Like, you want free marketing, Sony? Fucking remove the copyrighted music. That would be a great help.
You're gonna see more guns than you can even count.
All on PlayStation 5, but Randy, do you have anything else for us?
I think I do, Randy.
Well, what is it? Don't hold out on me, Randy.
I'll feed you, baby bird. Who wants a launch date for Borderlands 4?
This Randy.
Well,
no,
Borderlands
I don't
4
care.
launches worldwide for everyone on September 23rd, 2025.
We got work to do.
See you in spring.
It's still a ways away. Yeah, originals. Oh wait, is that new game by the makers of It Takes Two?
But I really don't do small talk. Nice to meet you too. So you want to go through more of your crazy stories? My crazy stories?
If you play any, I would recommend Tales from the Borderlands. That's that Telltale game, right?
Well, I kind of need yours. 2, 1, go! I took inspiration.
You know, I still need to play It Takes Two.
Look at all of this. It's amazing.
It's just one of those games that I keep putting off for some reason. I don't know why.
Write this silly story. Oh, we'll face it together. We got this. Yeah.
I don't know if anybody on my streams remember that I did play the game that came out before It Takes Two. I think it was called A Way Out. And that was a pretty good game.
What now? I did not sign up for this. Brace yourself, Zoe!
Yeah, this game's just around the corner. A few weeks away.
Status report. Looks like it penetrated through there. We need to inspect the hull damage first.
Doesn't look too bad.
Doesn't look too good either. What is that? You feeling all right?
My body's going one way and my mind's going another.
What is that? This ship is infected with an alien organism. It still doesn't feel real sometimes.
Is this that game that they showed at the Game Awards last year? Like, Indigo Prophecy or whatever? I forgot what they called it. It was some weird name.
Boss knows more about this substance than he's letting on. We can't take any chances with him.
It can manipulate its physical appearance.
Not Indigo Prophecy. I don't remember what they called it. The Naughty Dog game.
I know this will be difficult to hear, but if you're still out there, you deserve the truth.
Or it could be the new Aliens game, who knows? No, it's a completely different game, okay. Never heard of this one.
So let me explain the situation. One of our contractors, Edwin Murray,
okay.
has gone missing, leaving our property
Time for me to check my phone chat.
Your job is simple. Enter the warehouse.
I don't give a fuck about the Five Nights at Fandango's franchise.
We suspect it may be malfunctioning, so just be aware of the slim but non-zero chance that you could sustain significant injuries while attempting to retrieve it, including but not limited to death or dismemberment. We fully expect the retrieval process to go smoothly and without incident, but just in case, we suggest you get your affairs in order before arriving.
They got a mushroom person now, I guess. I don't know. Like, am I the only one that doesn't really care about this franchise, but for some reason, it never dies?
Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damage to property or person. Thank you for being a valued member of the Fazbear team.
Okay.
Greetings from Moonhood. We're the creators of the Midnight Walk, cozy horror game created entirely in clay. Where you will
cozy
journey down
horror
a
game?
nightmarish
Wait, how does
highway
that work?
riddled with terrors that want to devour
That sounds like an
you and your
oxymoron.
abandoned creature, Hawk Boy. Together with your little friend, you must outsmart these terrors and bring back fire to this mad world we've handcrafted for you. So please enjoy this short gameplay preview.
After the end of the world, the burnt one woke from a deep slumber.
Looks kind of neat though. I love Tim Burton-esque looking sort of visuals.
You're the caretaker of this little firecracker? I reckon you must be headed for Moon Mountain. Am I right?
Close your eyes to make things clear.
That game seems fun. Unfortunately, it's a VR game, so I don't think I'm willing to invest in a VR2 for this.
Special thanks to Klaus and Olav for that updated look at the Midnight Walk.
I hope it comes to Steam VR
Up
at some
next,
point.
a quirky new adventure from Konami. In Darwin's Paradox, you play as Darwin, a clever
Oh, you can play it
octopus
without
who
a
finds
VR?
himself
Okay.
dumped near a highly suspicious food processing center.
I'm getting some, oh fuck, what's that game called? I'm getting vibes from that right now.
Inking skills
Octodad?
to escape the facility and save the world from aliens. We're excited to reveal a brand new title from Koei Tecmo Games and Omega Force. Warriors Abyss, a roguelite spin on the Warriors franchise.
Huh. That is different.
Descend into hell. Call on powerful allies.
I didn't think I'd see a fucking Diablo-esque, like, Warriors game, but it exists.
A roguelite hell awaits when Warriors Abyss launches on PS5 and PS4 later today.
For whom are you working? I won't forgive you. Prepare yourself!
A PS2-era classic returns with Onimusha 2, Samurai's Destiny.
Oh right, this game, yeah, this was shown during
Capcom is enhancing the original
Capcom's
game with
recent
HD
presentation.
graphics and a host of quality-of-life features, including fine-tuned analog controls. Immerse yourself in Jubei's hard-boiled journey and fight through a world of turmoil alongside trusty allies. Onimusha 2 Samurai's Destiny comes to PS4 on May 23rd and will be available for pre-order later today. Looking to 2026, let's check out a new trailer for Capcom's latest entry in the series, Onimusha Way of the Sword.
Never played an Onimusha game, but they look fun. But yeah, there was like a Capcom presentation like a week ago. I didn't do that on stream, but I did like watch it. And this was one of the games they shown. What was also kind of funny about that Capcom presentation is that they were like, oh hey, remember, like just in case you missed it during the Game Awards, we're going to show that trailer for Okami's sequel again. Like they just showed the exact same trailer again, like that during that. And they were just like, oh by the way, this game exists, it's coming soon. Very quirky samurai. Alright, here is Snake Eater, or Delta.
Colonel, tighten the security on this place.
Yeah, I saw the trailer for this quite recently, like there was a new trailer from this past week that I saw, and it looks really good.
America is out to destroy the Shagohod and get its hands on your inheritance. The Philosopher's legacy. Then they're out to kill me as well.
What's the story between you and the boss?
She was like a mother. And my master.
I think this game is coming out like August, right? I think that's what they said.
Do you hear me?
The end.
Snake?
God, it's fucking eyeball.
We are the sons of the boss.
I see it! The fear!
A great and terrible fury at being alive.
A host of sorrows. And you are one of them.
Why'd you come back? There's nothing for you here. Go home. Go back to your boss.
So is this game being made with Unreal Engine 5, or is it being made with the Fox engine? Because I honestly cannot tell just by looking at it. I'm assuming Konami was like, fuck it, we don't know how to work the Fox engine because we fired Hideo Kojima. Let's just fucking make it an Unreal Engine instead. Oh yeah, also this. Ape Escape. You know, it'd be cool if the rumors about a Switch 2 version of this game are real. They should add like little Nintendo figurines as like hidden Easter eggs. You know, kind of like Twin Snakes on GameCube, or the Snake Eater game on 3DS.
When the fury of emotions sparks the wildfire of violence, it dissolves.
Like if Delta does end up coming to Switch 2, I'm definitely going to pick it up on that.
Reality.
Otherwise, I'll just get the PS5 version.
Why did you come back? I stood in the home I was born in. In that moment, I felt a connection.
Epsilon 11, sound off. Where are my men?
They're gone.
Did I just see Todd Howard there for a moment? That guy had a Jay Leno chin.
Madness and hatred and lots of it.
Impossible. It's you. You must continue. We've begun to uncover.
Is this Death Stranding? I don't know what this is. Oh no, it's not Death Stranding. Hell is Us. Don't think I've heard of that one. I wouldn't be surprised if Death Stranding 2 does show up during this. Like, isn't that game supposed to come out this year? Oh, it's Liza P. I guess an update. A story expansion.
I'm sorry. You want to know the year?
What a pleasure to meet a stalker worthy of the name. It's been far, far too long.
Oh, my forever friend. Help me to hold your hand and dance.
You're not the puppet I was expecting. Who are you?
She was looking for someone. Legendary. She stepped up only because no one else could. Too many stalkers were lost to that evil.
I'll do whatever it takes. Your survival is all that matters.
Even though I've never played Liza P, it's kind of cool to see it getting more content. This game seems to have a bit of a cult following. I know a few people who like this one.
I don't know where I came from or how I was made. That's me, little then once in a lifetime.
Okay. Guy in his PJs shooting magical circles. I gotta be real with you, chat. I was not expecting it to go in that direction, but okay. We also got weird squares. Like, everything's just made of, like, voxel shapes, it looks like. No creation without destruction. What is this? Because destruction is by no means to an end, but the beginning of something and beyond. Is this like a new Dreams game? Or, like, I don't know what this is. Dreams of Another. I don't think this is made by the same people who made Dreams, but it seems Dreams inspired in some ways. I could be wrong though.
皆さんこんにちは。Qゲームスのクリエイティブディレクターのバイオンです。私の最新作ドリームオブサナザーはいかがだったでしょうか。 破壊なくして想像はないというテーマのもと、ドリームオブサナザーではシューティングゲームの常識を覆す体験ができます。
Defies the norms of
武器で
shooting
破
games.
壊するのではなく、抽象化している散らばった世界を具体化して想像することができるのです。本作ではコントクラウドというテクノロジーを採用し、プレイヤーは幻想的な夢の世界やダイナミックな変化を与えることができます。今年 PS5 登場予定で、本日からウィッシュリストへの追加ができます。ありがとうございました。
Kind of down for checking that. That actually looks pretty original.
I'm Kristen Zatani, and I'm excited to share even more.
I built this house with gun. Yeah.
Days Gone Remastered, the definitive version of Ben Studios'
Alright,
post-apocalyptic
time to
open
check
world
my
epic comes to
phone again.
PS5 with VRR support and PS5 Pro support. It also includes added content like permadeath and speedrun modes, an enhanced photo mode, new accessibility
All
features,
things that could have been free
Horde
updates
Assault,
with the original
a
release, by
survival
the way.
arcade mode with increased horde sizes that will provide a fresh way to experience Days Gone. And if you purchase Days Gone on PlayStation 4, you can.
By the way, it's
upgrade
kind of
to
sad
the
that they
version of Days Gone
advertise a
Remastered
photo
and
mode
all the
when
content
most
and
modern
features
video
for
games worth their salt include that free of
Days
charge.
Gone Remastered launches on PS5 April 25th. New DLC is coming to Stellar Blade this June. The
Oh,
sci-fi
Stellar Blade
action
getting an
game is
update.
partnering with Goddess of
I have
Victory
not
Moonfall
played Stellar
and a new
Blade,
boss
but
battle,
I want
collectible
to. It
dolls
looks
and
fun.
stickers, plus a new outfit.
Kind of get Bayonetta vibes from it.
Both the Nikkei DLC and the PC version of Stellar Blade launch this June. We've got some great PlayStation Plus updates today,
I think we got
starting
about
with
5
game
minutes of the
catalog titles
presentation left.
arriving
Like,
on
we're almost
February
at the
18th.
end.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor, Top Spin 2K25, and launching in a game catalog, Lost Records Bloom and Rage, from the creators of Life is Strange.
Oh, okay then.
Did you girls ever see anything weird around these parts?
In this episodic adventure, players will join 4 high school girls living through the defining summer of their lives.
Oh boy. My
What
favorite
begins as a tale
video
of friendship
game
will eventually
world.
blend reality,
I
dreams, and
think.
the
I don't
unknown
know.
into a dual timeline narrative.
Yeah, forget
The
about
first episode of
forget
Lost
about
Records Bloom and
Nintendo
Rage
games. I
arrives
think this is
February
my bread
18th,
and butter
with the
chat. I think
second
this is
episode
my
arriving in
kind of
April.
game, apparently. No.
We're also excited to confirm 2 unique indie titles that will launch into game catalog later this year. Explore a mysterious mansion and blueprints, a genre-bending architectural adventure.
Architectural adventure? Never heard that one before.
Every door is a new decision as you build out a sprawling manor with 45 shifting rooms, adding layers of strategy, puzzles, and exploration.
It's kind of a cool
Blueprints
idea.
launches Day 1 into game catalog
I wish they shown a
this
bit
spring.
more of that. Like, that kind of looked interesting.
Abiotic Factor is a 6-player survival crafting game from Playstack and Deep Field Games. Stranded miles beneath the surface, you and a team of scientists must craft ingenious gear and traps to outwit your enemies and make this bizarre underground complex your new home.
Like, I don't want to be mean, but the graphics in that one did not look good, but I wonder if that's a stylistic choice, like they're trying to make it look like
Now
an
let's get
older
a sneak
game.
peek at games coming to the PlayStation Plus
I don't know,
Classics
it looked very weird.
Coming soon are the first 3 Armored Core
Like, it looked like a
titles from the
PlayStation
original
2 game.
PlayStation: Armored Core Project Phantasma, and Armored Core Master of Arena. Meanwhile, Patapon 3 slides its way into the Classics catalog next week.
No one knows how that world came into being. It devoured everything from the past.
Is it bad if I heard indie? My mind went to Silk
Only
Song.
I was left.
I wish I had it on hand, but just imagine that picture of, like, the protagonist, like, sitting on a bench with a clown
Was
wig.
a fatal mistake.
It's the aura of the Grail pieces. I can sense it. As long as it is reforged.
My wish can be fulfilled.
But wishes come at a price.
To pursue one's wishes is to court one's doom.
You know, every time I do a video game presentation, I should just put that there. Like, we'll get to that Nintendo, like, Switch 2 Direct in April, and everybody's going to be thinking, Silk Song, Silk Song, Silk Song. And I'll just put this picture in the corner, because it's not going to happen.
Gwendolyn, this is your final warning.
My quarrel lies not with you, but I will take back everything that belongs to me.
Not to crap on the game or anything,
Even if the price is...
but it's like one of those games that just feels like it looks like every other game, you know? Like, they all kind of share the same level of, like, graphical fidelity, and it's like...
The table is dead.
all the browns and greys and greens, and it's like, yeah, it doesn't look it doesn't look unique, is what I'm trying to say. Meanwhile, you look at like a Nintendo game, for example, or a Sega game, and they look vibrant and distinct and unique.
How do you feel?
I don't know, I guess I just find cartoony graphics much more appealing than realistic ones these days.
Just some noise in my core.
Like, because sometimes I'll look at a trailer that kind of looks like Final Fantasy 17, and it's like I just kind of mentally tune out a little bit. Because it's like, yeah, it's not like I haven't seen games that look like this like 10 million times.
You must retrieve the Architect's core.
They will send everything they have to stop us.
You know I would never want to see you hurt.
Kind of getting Doom vibes from this. Which is interesting because I recently started playing Doom 2016 again.
I remember you.
In preparation for the new Doom that's coming out in a few months. Metal Eden. If it plays anything like Doom, I might check that out.
My memory's still a bit blurry.
Build a Rocket Boy. Was that the name of the company or the game?
Yes! Showtime! I have these...
I always prefer performance to graphics. Yeah, I would rather a game run at 60 frames per second than, like, you know, look cinematic.
That's just leftover hardware. It's been decommissioned.
Like, with every company besides Nintendo, there's always been this sort of,
All I know is that Silvercore...
I don't know what the term is, but it's like... I guess you could say, like... I feel like there's a phrase for it, but I don't know the phrase. Where it's like their ambitions are, like, so great that they make the game run worse. Because it's like, oh, let's see if we can add like 10 million different visual effects and have 10 billion polygon characters, like hyper-realism. And it's like, yeah, it looks nice, but it doesn't look like it runs nice, you know?
I know what I have to do. This is the only way.
Mind's Eye. Okay.
Hello. I'm Leslie Benzies, director of Mind's Eye, Build a Rocket Boy's new action-adventure.
Okay, so Build a Rocket Boy is the company name. What an interesting name for a company.
AI and human greed collide.
I think we're almost at the end of the presentation, like, we're at the 40-minute mark.
PlayStation 5 Pro. We're now proud to share some gameplay footage with the explosive combat and high-octane driving that you can expect on PlayStation 5 later this year.
You know, I think there might be a phrase for the thing that I was talking about. Is it feature creep? Or is that a completely different thing?
Do what you can. Do not lose her. Tires are out. Proceeding on foot.
Wait, did I just see a product placement there, or was that just made up?
I'm coming to you now. The search and rescue bots. They're malfunctioning. They're attacking us.
Anyway, this game looks alright, I guess. Nice to show like an extended bit of gameplay there instead of just like a quick cut trailer. PlayStation Studios. Are we getting more Astrobot content?
It always comes back to this.
Oh, never mind. Oh, I think this might be Death Stranding too.
This world, this moment, this choice. Every time the sun dies, madness reigns. Then everything begins again. But after every death, I always come back stronger.
Okay, maybe this is not Death Stranding.
I know that you are here, and I will find you.
Saros? I can't quite read that. Okay then. That tells me absolutely nothing about the game.
Hey everyone, I'm Gregory Loudon, Creative Director at Housemarque. We are thrilled to announce that our latest game, Saros, is launching next year on PS5 and enhanced for PS5 Pro. Saros is the ultimate evolution of the Housemarque gameplay-first experience. It's a new single-player IP that builds on Returnal's award-winning third-person action.
Oh, it's by the same people as Returnal? Okay then. I may be interested then.
Arjun is a powerful enforcer
Returnal was good.
searching for answers on a hostile, shape-shifting planet haunted by an ominous eclipse. All of us at Housemarque can't wait to share more about Saros, with our first look at gameplay coming later this year. Thanks for watching.
I'd like to get back into that game, actually. Oh, I think we're done here. I think that was the one last thing. Yep, that was it. Okay then. I was expecting to see Death Stranding show up because, you know, like, Sony is pretty much in bed with Hideo Kojima for that, but... Nah, I guess they're not ready to show that yet. Okay, well there you go. That was the Sony State of Play. It was alright, there was a couple good things in there. But again, a lot of the games just look like... If I just pick any frame... Okay, maybe not that one, but if I just pick, like... I mean, that looks fine. But yeah, I was complaining about like how a lot of games just kind of blend into each other. They all kind of look the same now, and it's like I've complained about this for a lot of games that I've seen in trailers. But it's like I feel like a lot of games just kind of lose their visual identity because you can easily just say it looks like Final Fantasy 17, and I wouldn't bat an eye at that statement. I don't know, maybe that's just a me thing. But then you get games that look like this. And it's like, okay, this looks great, this looks fun. By the way, I'm glad that this game's coming out this year. I didn't know what was happening with that. Like, they announced this back in... I think... Fuck, what was that? I think it was like the Game Awards 2023 is when they announced this game at first. Because they had like this trailer that's showing, oh, by the way, Sega's working on reviving multiple old franchises, and this was one of them. So yeah, it seems like we're now starting to finally see the fruits of their labor, like, trickling out, I guess, so... Seems like Shinobi is the first up the bat, and hopefully it's a good one, because it does look like it could be a good game. Again, I love the old Genesis Shinobi games, like those games were fantastic. Also, that Sonic Racing game Again, this one kind of stands out. Sonic Crossroads. When was this coming out again? Sign up for the closed network test on the 21st of February. So no release date on this one yet. I'm assuming it's coming out like later this year, like around September or something, I would guess, like the fall. But yeah, then we get, what was this one again? Oh, this was that co-op game. I forgot the name of it already. Anyway, I'm not gonna linger around here too much. You can just stare at those eyes while I finish up my thoughts. So yeah, the Sony State of Play was decent. There was some good stuff in there. A couple of things I'm interested in, like that dream game where you like, you don't like kill people or like destruct things. You like kind of craft a world or an environment or whatever using your guns and rocket launchers and stuff. That's pretty unique. I will give it that. That's a different take on like a traditional like over the shoulder like sort of shooter game. Most of the stuff I was looking forward to was coming from Sega. Yeah, like I said, the Shinobi and the Sonic Racing game, like those seemed like the highlights for me personally. Eventually I'll get my Bloodborne remaster / copium, yeah. Maybe one day. I mean, did you know that you can actually play Bloodborne remastered in a sense? Like, apparently, if you use a very specific emulator and like use some modding tools and stuff, you can basically have like a tangible like remastered version like right now that runs at 60 frames per second and looks much better than the PlayStation 4 version. Like, that is a possibility. Question is, when is fucking Sony gonna do that for us? It doesn't seem like they're ever gonna do that. But who knows, maybe we'll hear about it at some point in the future. Never say never, but yeah. Anyways, thank you for watching me ramble on as I was watching this. Like I said, when it comes to like Sony presentations, I don't get as excited or hyped or anything. Like, I know there's people that are like much more into Sony than I am. I'm not going to pretend I'm like a big Sony fanboy. I'm more of a Nintendo fanboy. But it's always fun to see what games are on the horizon so that I can figure out, okay, maybe this or that I can get when it comes out. But yeah, I'm going to stop rambling now, and I guess now we can do some UFO 50.